here 39 years. I got a mural.
There is a giant mural of KC'Superman, but the iconic local figure says he's been banned for life from Westport. The jogger and evangelist was sentenced to 2 days in jail earlier this month. Thanks for joining us on Fox 4 News at 10. I'm Kevin Barr.
I'm Lauren Halifax. So that was for trespassing in Westport, but now after serving that time, it appears Michael Wheeler's facing more legal troubles. Fox 4's Dave DeMarco live in Westport with why Wheeler says he's being targeted. Dave?
And the Westport Business League says they do not restrict religious expression. But Michael Wheeler, also known as KC'Superman, says he believes his troubles really started when he traded in that cape for a cross.
When I saw all this bad stuff happen, like the shootings and the riots going on, I thought to myself, this is a job for Superman.
That was Michael Wheeler in 2017, talking about how he went from just another jogger around Kansas City to a caped crusader with a giant Westport mural. Kansas City's Mayor Quint Lucas remarked every Kansas Citian and suburbanite had a story about seeing. He ran outside Super Bowls.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
And through the rain, spreading the same message.
All my life I want to be a light, to bring unity to the people, and then just bring love. And so that's what I'm all about.
2 weeks ago, he was handcuffed in a Kansas City municipal courtroom and taken to jail.
Shackled me to the iron bench. I said, y'all think I'm Superman for real? And then took me out to Vernon County. I feel like I've been 70 miles away.
He was cited for trespassing in Westport in 2022. Wheeler, who says he spread the gospel for decades in the entertainment district, says it's because he was carrying a cross.
Then they said I was banned for life.
He was cited 4 more times for trespassing in Westport last year. His 4-day jail sentence was reduced to 2. But now Wheeler is facing 2 new trespassing charges in Westport from the same KCPD officer. One happened 2 days before he went to court. The other was issued the day after he got out of jail.
I'm just saying to the judge of Kansas City, please use some wisdom. Y'all need to embrace me and thank God that you got somebody like me.
KCPD pointed us to the ticket which says the trespassing summons was issued at the authorization of Westport CID and cites the district's private streets and sidewalks. The Westport spokesperson says that's only during certain hours and says they don't have trespass powers for public property. Still, with all the trouble, it seems to be causing the literal larger-than-life Westport figure. But if they told you can't be in Westport, why come back to Westport?
Oh, because they violate my rights. And even if it caused to go to jail, I guess I had to be road support, stand up.
Now Wheeler is due in court on these 2 new charges on October 17th and November 6th. Lauren, so far.
Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. I like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. News in this gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a real quick lesson. This figure who you're looking at is KC'Superman, Super Jesus as we called him. He's a advocate in Kansas City, a Jake advocate, maybe in the 70s, 60s. And he's known for throwing football and, walking around with a Superman cape on and preaching Jesus, the so-called gospel, trying to save everybody and, just not knowing, and this is what we've been telling you Jakes, man. See, you in the land of your oppressors, and yet you're coming with this plantation Christianity nonsense. And you see it got you roped up, man. As you see him taking a picture with a bunch of devils. The same people who you trying to save is the same people that hate your black ass. Now, I know this guy. I don't know him personally, but I've had a lot of run-ins with him, when I first moved down here. And, and he knows, because I specifically told this guy, I've warned, I said, you're an Israelite, from such and such tribe. And he looked at me and said, oh, no, I don't deal with that. I don't know. Them guys, they talk about people, they this and this and that. He totally reject the gospel, and he went on about throwing his football, and I've warned him. Okay, and we got several videos of him out there throwing the football. We was out there teaching. So he's very well of the Hebrew Israelites, But I've noticed over the years he was starting to change his stance a little more, because once he dropped the Superman gimmick, I saw him out there at Westport one night, and he was teaching on the corners, had a little stand out there, had a microphone, and he was basically out there like he was basically on some Israelite shit. But I don't think he was necessarily saying he was a Hebrew, though he did admit, he said, I know we the Hebrews and this and that. But he don't understand the doctrine that we're coming from. You know, he believes that our doctrine is full of hate and division and all this other stuff. But the same people who you trying to save with your plantation Christianity, bro, is getting you roped up. And a lot of this is coming because, you know, we've warned you. Okay, you've run into the Kansas City prophets a lot of times out there, and you know me by face. You know, I see them all the time. Now, that was never no ill blood, but I remember the first time I went up against him, I kind of cursed him out, and he ran around the block, and everybody was booing me like they wanted to stone my head. But what I'm realizing now, too, is that you with the wicked, it says you show favor to the wicked, he will not learn righteous. And what I'm realizing, that a lot of Jakes, you're losing favor with the devil, okay? The Most High right now, he's glorifying his men, and he's diminishing you niggas light in this captivity, man. Because see, you Jakes, man, just in general, you've been the pinnacle of fame. You've been the pinnacle of fortune. You've been the pinnacle of all these things. And I say that because Jake has been elevated as far as being in the sports arena or the sports world, you know, the entertainment world. Jake is pretty much the creme de la creme when it comes to entertainment. And you got a lot of Jakes that do well in this place, man. Okay, but what we're realizing is that your stock is decreasing and our stock is increasing. And that's the spirit. I was texting the brothers, and you know, one brother said it, and he echoed what I mentioned in the video. He said that our favor is increasing with people and the wicked is decreasing with people. And sometimes it seems just kind of weird, man, because I know yesterday when I went to work out yesterday, I worked out, and it was so crazy because when I went in there, you know, you get crazy looks, but one Jake, he offered me, and it ain't important, but he was just weird. He like, man, you can take this bottle of water you want to, because he kind of looked at me and I looked at him, because I kind of got that demeanor. Like, I don't really want to be bothered with Jake. Like, the presence irritates me, and I don't know if that really shows, though I don't try to be, you know, combative or anything like that. I don't really try to show or wear my emotions on my sleeve sometimes, but when I'm just not feeling Jake, it shows, I guess. But he like, man, bro, you can have this water you want to, and I'm like, nah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I come outside. All of a sudden, this Edomite lady, she works at the community center I work out at, and we're not really known to really like it. Well, we just don't really fuck with each other like that. She has a very bitchy vibe to her, and I don't really like her spirit like that. And yesterday, she offered me some flowers. She's like, hey, you want these flowers? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. And I'm looking at her right now. That's the spirit. She's like, you want these flowers, X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. You know, thank you, but no thank you. And it just, all throughout yesterday, people just was exceptionally nice. And it's been like that off and on for some time now, man. And I'm realizing that the Lord is getting ready to elevate his men. And that's the only thing I can think about, because the scriptures say, let your light shine before men. And there's going to come a time that the real prophets, the real men of the Lord, are going to start to be glorified in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai as these times progress, man. Okay? So you wicked 2/3, man. You know, even this guy here, hey, you Jakes are getting ready to lose your candle. Okay, you're getting ready to go down with the wicked. So all this favor is happening towards you because the Lord has set his hands against you, man. Because you know what he does? You know, he jogs around the city and he throws the football. He's preaching Jesus Christ. He preaches sweet Jesus. And we told him that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, you got the beard on your face, so you know half the battle. Oh, shit. Slakia. You got the beard on your face, so you know half the battle. But even then, you rebelled against the truth because you didn't like the fact, you don't like the Israelites. You didn't like the delivery, and you don't like what they so-called stand for. So now the Most High is getting ready to blow out your candle. Okay, because people speak highly of this guy. He don't receive half the hate we've received. He got a mirror of him in Westport. He's been in the news. You know, he's taking pictures with Kansas City's finest and all this other stuff. But yet, you know, we'll walk by, we'll scoff, we'll mock. Motherfuckers rev their engines towards us, you know, all types of madness. We catch hell, which proves we're the true men of the Lord. You know, but guys like this, they receive all the praise, and that's cool because this is their world, you know. So real quick, this is the book of Luke 6, and I'm gonna start at verses 22. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 21. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 2. 20, it says, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. Now he's talking about, he is all about love. It's not all about love. That's not biblical, bro. Okay, because the Lord is balanced. He has dislike and he has like. He has love, he has hate, which dislike or hate, same thing, just a very strong form of dislike. It's not wicked to hate people for the right reason. But yet, you know, according to this guy, you know, that Christianity, man, is they teach you that it's a sin to hate people. When the Bible said that the Most High loved Jacob and he hated Esau. So are we supposed to follow the same mindset? Of course, you know, but yet you want to take pictures and smile with the people that hate you. Okay. And when it's talking about love thy neighbor as thyself and pray for your enemies, that's talking about the Israelites, man. Your own people that's of your own stock. Not one scripture that say we got to love Esau. And IUIC is trying to use that. What is it? Deuteronomy 23:7, if I'm not mistaken, or thou shalt not abhor Edomite, which that word in the Hebrew is not Edomite, it's Syrian. Okay. So you guys don't know what you're talking about. But it says here, blessed ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Salakia, and blessed ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Yeah, because we're in a form of weeping or mourning. Scriptures say, blessed be he, or blessed is he that is in a house of mourning than a house of feasting. And you 2/3 have been in a house of feasting since you got off the damn boat, man. Or since you so-called got released from slavery. You know, you get Jake a 9 to 5 and some benefits, a decent little house. All of a sudden, this nigga thinks he's on 40 acres, you know. But it says, blessed ye that hunger now. Yeah, we hungry. For ye should be filled. And we are going to be filled in the times we're in. So as our stock is increasing, your stocks are going to decrease. And he's just an example. Because ain't nowhere in hell anybody gets locked up for teaching Jesus Christ. I mean, they locked him up for trespassing in Westport. And my thing is, we used to prophesy down there all the time. And we never got messed with once. I mean, a few times. But it wasn't by no authorities. You know, because everywhere we go, we try to keep peaceful. We try to keep it PG. You know, the cops, they see us, they don't fuck with us. You know, of course, you got people that complain about us, but overall, we don't be out there, you know, spreading discontent. We're just coming out with our message and then we pack up and go home. You know, we're not throwing footballs and running around like a bunch of grown ass kids. And that's this guy's problem, man. You 70 years old and you dressing up in a Superman costume, which I get the spirituality of it because we are Superman in a spirit. But overall, man, you're preaching the wrong gospel, bro. And this is why the Lord is not showing favor to you. You got locked up for being on public. Westport is public property, unless you're infringing on somebody's business, you know. But this system is going down, and so is you Israelites. But blessed ye when men should hate you, and when they should separate you from their company. It says, and should reproach you and cast out your name for evil for the Son of Man's sake. Okay, and you ain't being casted out for evil. You just got locked up because the Lord is simply not dealing with you and the trespassing charges. Okay, us on the other hand, you've come against us. You said, nah, that ain't the way, that ain't the guy. You said that to me, bro. I remember it was a couple of times I had a couple of run-ins with you, and you know, you see us out there teaching and you will act like you don't see us, and you'll run past the camp or walk past the camp, and you don't even give us eye contact. Because see, one thing about you Jakes, you think you better than us, man. You know, but you're going to find out that the Most High, Yahweh, and his son, Yahushai, not God of Christ, who you people teach, but Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, you're going to find out that we were the true servants of the Lord. And everybody in this city is getting ready to find out who we truly are, man. Okay, whether they hate it or love it. Okay, at the end of the day, the Most High is going to raise us up, and I got the utmost faith in that. Okay, because the prophets have been totally defamed. And we ain't meant to win on this side, you know. We're going to get our glory on the other side. But as this kingdom comes to a close, the Lord is going to definitely make sure he's going to let this world know who he's dealing with. Okay. And it says, and should reproach you and cast out your name for evil for the Son of Man's sake. But rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy. For behold, for your reward is great in heaven. For in like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. So yeah, they spoke ill of the prophets. Okay. Also, the scriptures say that in the land of our in the time of our affliction, the enemy should entreat thee well. So like I said, man, you know, it's been bittersweet. People, you got people that deal with us and people that don't. But like lately, I mean, since really the year began, you know, even last year, but mainly I'm seeing more of a positive approach from people. And of course, you got the demons out there that look at you and they hate you, which you're going to get more of that regardless. But for the most part, people's approach have just been a little bit friendly. And I'm like, wait a minute, man. What's up with this? What's the catch? You know, because we ain't really used to people being inviting to us, man. You know, even if we ain't in prophet mode, people just look at us like they want to kill us. You know, even Jake, you go around grimy niggas in the world, they seem like they're cautious, like, oh man, yeah, you cool, bro? Nah, we good. You know, so that's a sign that the Lord is getting ready to, you know, he's getting ready to elevate his men and give us that protection, because it's going to get real grimy out here, you know. But it says, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. And, you know, like I said, you've been rubbing elbows with the KCPD's finest. You know, everybody knows you. Everybody loves you. Everybody speaks positive of you. Even when I read it on social media, everybody in the comment was like, why they lock this guy up? And you know, and part of me like, why did they lock him? He ain't really, I mean, he ain't out there spreading violence or anything like that. I mean, you know, he's a pretty peaceful dude, but it's not about being peaceful. It's about spreading the truth, and you're not spreading the truth, my man. But everybody on the comment board was like, damn, that's fucked up. He was a good dude. You know, everybody loves him. But if you understand the Bible, you're not, if you're a servant of the Lord, you're not going to be loved, because you're going to be adverse into this wicked system. Okay, because contrary to you people's popular opinion, this is not a Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai fearing society. And y'all gonna find out that the Lord's Spirit never dwelled with this place for prosperity. Okay, but it says here, woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets, man. Okay, but I say unto you which here love your enemies, do them good which hate you. And that ain't talking about no damn Edomites, man. Okay, that ain't talking about the Kansas City Police Department or Mayor Lucas or whoever the hell these people are. This is talking about your Israelite brothers. This is why we exhort those other camps and we try to warn them. But if they don't get right, then fuck them. You know, and another thing too, he didn't like the fact that we use so-called cuss words, which that's a very that's very effeminate, man. I mean, men use strong language. Okay, and that's just what it is. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah 60:1. It says, arise and shine, for thy light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. That's right, man. And it's talking about men like us. Okay, this word is going out to the four corners. People are watching. People are coming on board. Hey, people are seeing what the men of the Lord are speaking about. Okay, unlike you other groups out there, yeah, you are doing the work of the Lord to some degree, because you are teaching Israel, and we will not take that from you. But a lot of you are teaching Israel for clout only. Okay, your spirit is not truly invested in this, because if your spirit was invested, you'll be on one accord with us, and we'll be teaching the same thing. As Paul said, I adorn you to speak the same thing, be in the same spirit, as we all should be. But you guys are not. You know, you guys have your own motives. It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, and super Jesus and gross darkness. Because like I said, man, you're a grown man running around with a Superman outfit on, and you're talking about plantation Christianity. And that's doing nothing but rocking our people back to sleep. Okay, you're doing the enemy's bidding. You know, there's no ill will towards the guy, you know, because I mean, personally, he's never done anything to me, you know, and every time I see him, there's always a mutual encounter, you know, because I mean, you know, he's just a stiff-hearted Jake, you know, and I don't wish no ill or no harm to him, you know, but he do know he's in Hebrew, because over the years, I guess he's been watching the camps, and he slowly may, you know, take heed to it. But, you know, once Jake is engrafted with that Christianity, then, you know, it's just what it is. But me personally, I don't hate the guy, you know, because he's just an old, simple Jake that don't know what's going on. But he better repent. But the Lord should arise upon thee, and his glory should be seen upon thee, us. And the Gentiles should come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy risings, man. Okay? So that's the point. We're getting ready to get elevated. Our stock is getting ready to increase, and I can feel that through the spirit. You know, I feel it, and it's been a long time coming. All right? This is the book of Zephaniah 3, and I'm going to start at verses 19. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 17. It says, Yahweh thy power in the midst of thee is mighty, and he will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. This is upon our deliverance. It says, but I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that inflict thee, and we're coming to these times. And I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, talking about Israel. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have put to shame. And at that time I will bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, says Yahweh. Okay, and we're seeing that this truth has gained national recognition to the point they have to set up things like artificial intelligence to try to root the truth out of the earth, man. This is why we're coming into a time now that talking points about this truth and speaking about who we are and giving a new name of the true name of the Heavenly Father. There's going to be a death sentence or persecution coming behind that, okay? Because they know who we are. The elites, Kamala, Biden, they got eyes on us everywhere, okay? Just because they don't directly mention us in the news, it doesn't mean that they don't know us. Because believe it or not, all these policies that's being pushed in these in Congress, even of the WEF or the WHO, all these policies are circumvented around the true children of Israel to keep us away from our power. And that's what it's all about. See, Esau, he's hoping like hell, because he's not mentioning us directly, that somehow this thing will be water under the bridge and maybe people could be rocked back to sleep. But it's going to come a time that he's going to have to directly confront us, man. Okay, he's going to have to directly confront us. He's going to have to directly bring us up, and the world is going to see. Okay, and ain't going to be none of that subtle stuff that they're doing, you know, speaking in code and around artifacts. No, you're going to have to address us directly in the coming times, man, because you know that we're the ones that you have the eyes on, man. But it says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they've been put to shame. And that's mainly here in Babylon the Great, aka America. All right. So anyway, matter of fact, I got one more precept, because like I said, I've warned this guy, man. We've warned him several times. You know, only thing he did was run around the block when I started cussing and fussing. He ran around the block and everybody looked like they wanted to hurl stones at Jake. But it's all good, man. Proverbs 1:21. Wisdom cried without. She uttered with her voice in the streets. And where are we? We're in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse and the openings of the gates in the cities. And she uttered with her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Yeah, and we're calling out to our people. How long you simple-minded Jays are going to continue to believe in this lie, man? Okay, Jesus is not the way, okay? His name is Yahushua. The Lord was a Hebrew Israelite, okay? He didn't speak Greek. And it says, the scorners delight in their scorning, and the fools hate knowledge. But it says, turn you at my reproof, and behold, I will pour out my spirit into you, and I will make known my words unto you, right? And we've done that. We've warned this guy several times. He knows who we are. He's brought us up. He said, oh, nah, I ain't dealing with that. He straight up rejected the truth. Said, nah, I ain't dealing with that. That ain't a God, you know? And a lot of people has told us that. You know, I got our own brother that said, nah, the way y'all do it, nah, that ain't it. But he left the Christian church maybe a year or two ago, and he's all fucked up now, you know? But it says here, I will make known my words unto you, but because I have called and you refuse, I've stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have said it not all my counsel, and would have not of my reproof. So I will also laugh at your calamity, and I will mark what your fear coming. And when your fear coming as a desolation, and your destruction coming as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then they should call upon me, but I will not answer. They should seek me early, but they should not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. Therefore they should eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning of the way of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell in safety, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil. And that ain't you Jakes, man. Okay, so let Superman Jesus be the example to the rest of you Jakes out there. Like I said, I ain't got no ill willings towards this guy, but he's just simple. You know, he shouldn't come up against the truth. Now your same beloved slave master is getting ready to come against you. But with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Lord's will you